everybody, and welcome to a new episode of South by Southeast. We've been out for a little bit, but we are here today with Cathi of Luminos Volleyball. So thank you, Cathi, for joining us.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here with y'all tonight. I'm excited.
We are very excited to be here. There's a lot of girls today, so tell me what you are doing here with Luminos Volleyball.
So 7 years ago, we started a club team. There was a lot of girls in the neighborhood that we felt had a lot of talent. And it was probably the year before that I saw that club ball existed. And I sent my daughter somewhere else, and I decided, like, hey, this is something that needs to happen in the community, because why not, right?
Yeah.
So it's been going on for 7 years now. Yeah.
That's so awesome. How big is the club now? There's a lot of girls here today. I noticed that there's 4 courts of girls.
Yeah, so we share the gym with Hammond, but we have 3 teams. So we have a 17-18s, that's like our junior seniors. We have a strictly 15s, those are our freshmen. And our 13-14s is a 7th and 8th grade team this year.
That is so awesome. So how did all of these girls come together? I know that this is kind of new to you, taking over the club. So how was it just jumping in and going right for it?
It's been a little rocky. You know, last year was the first year that I kind of managed it on my own. We didn't know if we were going to have a season, but it worked. And this year, I think coming into the season, we knew a little bit more about what COVID was like.
Right,
so it made that transition easier, but it just also meant a lot more work, because that meant we were traveling out to the different regions that we've traveled before COVID.
Right.
So it really did work in a way that we continue to build our relationships with our families.
Yeah.
Kids, they talk to each other, they know each other, they're siblings of siblings. And I just think that network and that family feel just keeps people coming back.
That's very true. I noticed that you guys just came back from Puerto Rico. Tell me how that was.
That was nice after 2 years, right? Puerto Rico, an island, like, it's just exciting.
I know.
So what happens is, at the beginning of the season, usually September, you know, people are looking at the tournaments that they want to participate in. And we said, let's try this. It was new. It was the first time Puerto Rico had one.
Wow.
And we made it work. I wanted to make sure that my parents had the opportunity to have time to get their finances together. I felt a little guilty asking them, like, to take off work. Because I don't know people's individual circumstances.
Right, yeah, exactly.
And we just wanted to make sure it could happen for everybody. So we planned early enough to make it work, and we got everybody to go except for one family.
Okay.
And it was an amazing time, because we actually got to spend time together, because we were all in a different place together, you know, exploring, being adventurous, enjoying the beach and the sun. And it was just amazing. And I felt like we've missed that in the course of 2 years.
Definitely.
And then I felt a little guilty because my other 2 teams didn't go. But they got to participate in extra tournaments back home. So
it just wasn't Puerto Rico.
It wasn't Puerto Rico. But next year, we're like, everybody's going to Puerto Rico. Yay!
And how did you guys do in that tournament? Was it successful? Did you guys make it far?
We did well. We ended up in the gold bracket.
Okay.
And into the second set of our first game on Sunday in our championship, the playoff championship game, we had an injury to one of our outside hitters, and it just changed the magic
dynamic
that we have on the team, on the court. And we had our substitute players, and it just took a while for our kids to get back in. And we ended the tournament the same way we came in, with energy, with excitement, and we all went and hung out at the beach where I was staying at. So all the families came by, and it was just nice.
Yeah. How can some of the girls in the neighborhood come to Luminos? How can they get involved with Luminos?
So we post a lot on social media. Instagram, Facebook are our go-tos. Twitter is, a little less. I think it's a different audience.
Yeah.
Right. I've had to learn Instagram. Sometimes I just tell my kids like, "Can you do this?"
Here,
'Cause
just
I can't.
fix
right.
it.
Because they're young kids and they know all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
But definitely, just check out our posts for information. Word of mouth. Today we stopped by at Washington High School, their report card pickup. We had a table out there. We had two of our players, a junior and a senior, one of which who got a college scholarship to play
my gosh.
at South Suburban next year.
That's so
we were
awesome.
excited about that. And it was just an opportunity for players and parents, potential players and parents, to come and talk to our kids about what it's like to play and what it's like to have earned a college scholarship. And I think the end goal for us is always looking at this as a process. It's an investment. And the ultimate goal is to at least be able to have an opportunity for you to be recruited and to go to college, right?
Yeah.
My daughter got recruited. She played in college. I didn't have to worry about her tuition. It's an absolute, good fortune, a blessing.
Yeah.
Because my other daughter goes to Paul, and, that's an arm and a leg.
Oh, yeah.
So anything that helped out.
Anything helps,
and she got to continue what we invested in.
Yeah, of course.
That's the important part. So they can check us out on those social media pages.
And that's perfect because that's exactly where everybody goes to find their information now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good way to use technology these days to reach them kids.
There's something for everybody.
Absolutely.
So tell me about your girls that you have here today and what they're doing.
So this is our last weekend. This is our 15s. These are our freshman team.
Okay.
And then over there in the right corner from us is our 13, 14s, our 7 and 8th graders.
Oh, okay.
And so what they're doing is working on some things that we saw in games where, they needed a little bit extra practice on. And hopefully, that'll get us through the games. So our 13, 14s are in the Windy City Power League. And they have gone the last 12 games undefeated. So they're doing really well. We expect them to continue to do well this weekend.
Yeah.
It's going to be a long day. Those tournaments are usually like 8 o'clock to 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And they're prepared. And our 15s are in the same league, different age division. And they do really well. I can't remember their rank right now, but all of them end this weekend. So, so we brought the parents out here tonight.
Yeah, I see
just
that.
to kind of have a little bit of fun. Again, we couldn't do any of this last year, and look how many of our parents came out. I was just like, wait, I got to make 8 teams for y'all to get out here and practice and have some fun. But they're enjoying themselves.
It looks
they really are.
And there's still more parents waiting to play too. So that's exciting.
I made them a little a get well basket. So it has arthritis medication. It has Epsom salt.
I'm sure they're going to need that after tonight.
Definitely.
So Cathi, tell me how you think this is helping all of the girls.
I think any participation in extracurricular activities has multiple benefits, right? One, we build leadership, we build responsibility, accountability, teamwork. Kids get to learn about themselves in many ways that they don't necessarily get in school. School's academic, but there's a lot of things that do help the whole child.
Yeah.
But I think this adds a different element, right? So, if we're looking at giving our kids outlets, I think this is one that is pretty consistent. We run from November to April.
Okay.
So we have our kids for about 5 or 6 months. And I love watching them grow, right? So in different ways. Our 15s this year was pretty much a new team, right?
Okay.
A lot of our girls have played together with each other for years. But this team was a team practically brand new. So we had to work through some challenges with them.
Yeah.
The newness of it, them not knowing each other, them getting to figure each other out. And so we've had a lot of support. Our coaches for that team are new this year as well. They have their networks, and networks came in and helped support our team. So we have, I believe she's a social worker officially, but she comes in and she helps pep our kids up.
Yeah.
She tells them to be confident, and how that confidence turns into communication and those necessary skills on the court that really just help those kids not only on the court, but off the court.
Definitely.
So everything that we see that we do here is easily transferable to them outside the court, right? Other social settings, in the classroom, with their friends, and we just hope that they take those skills and really just go out and really impress people everywhere else. Because they are valuable skills, and our kids don't always understand the importance of it until much later. And they're like, wow, I really did all these things. And we're like, yeah, you did.
Right.
Like, you communicate, you're on time, you're punctual, you know your responsibility to one another. And it's just a beautiful thing being able to see these girls bond, come together at the end of the year, and continue those relationships outside of here. A lot of our kids have played against each other, like hardcore rivals in grammar school and high school, and then they come here
and they're like,
and
oh,
it's beautiful, right? You see this other magic that happens between them on the court, and we love it. We love it.
And that's good to see, like, amongst girls as well, because they're at such a young age where that's very impressionable on them. That impacts everything that they do, and as they go on, like, towards life. They gain that confidence, they gain all of that sportsmanship and teamwork. So I think what you guys are doing here is very, very good.
I appreciate it. And then we try to make sure that we wrap up community service into what we do. So we have a toy drive, and we drop those toys off to El Valor.
Oh, okay.
We make Christmas cards and Valentine cards, and we've dropped them off to the senior homes.
Oh.
And this weekend, we are going to participate in the community cleanup in the 10th Ward.
Oh, yeah.
So making sure our kids, it's a reciprocal relationship with your community. Like,
definitely.
You get out there and you do these things, and you help your community, and the community's going to help you out too. And that's making sure that people know our kids and know that our kids are doing good things.
Right.
And so that's part of our mission, and we just want to make sure the community knows that these kids are involved, they're doing things, and
definitely,
we're helping create kids that are going to be contributing members of society. So
definitely. And Cathi, tell everybody again how they can contact you or anybody to join the team.
So anybody can contact me at my number, 773-615-5581. You can also check us out on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Everything's under Luminos Volleyball Academy, and email me, luminos.vba@gmail.com.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Cathi, for joining us today.
I'm so excited.
And I do want to say thank you to our patrons. So thank you to all of our patrons. We will list them all at the end of this episode. There's too many to say right now. But if you want to join and be a patron, there is a link in our description as well. So thank you again, Cathi, for joining us. And I look forward to watching the girls play.
Thank you so much.